Matthew 2:16 through 18. So that was so this is literally the order from Herod to execute all the male children in Bethlehem happened on Hanukkah. Ugh. Okay. When Herod realized that he was deceived by the astronomers, he was filled with rage, and he ordered the execution of all children in Bethlehem and the surrounding area from 2 years old and under, according to the time which he had diligently inquired of the wise men. This was the fulfillment of the words spoken by the prophet Isaiah. In Ramah there was heard a voice of lamentation, weeping, and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, refusing to be comforted because they were no more. So I'm going to read the commentary here and then we'll be done, but I want to point out that I guess I felt, I don't know about you, but whenever I have been lately over the course of the last, pretty much all the time, but when you enter the feast and the feast time, the feast season, it just seems like there's just so much said against it. And I was thinking about this last night, thinking, wow, there was, you come into the feast season and you just get hammered, and you do prayer warfare, you do word prayer, and you try real hard to figure out how to, enter these feasts with joy and shalom, but the evil one is set against him, and so he will send everything he can to destroy your pursuit of living in this rhythm and turning and repenting and obeying Papa, and turning from the pagan ways to his ways, to Papa's ways, to Yahweh's ways, YHVH. And I just started realizing and I started thinking about how many times wars have broken out on a feast day. You have the Yom Kippur War, you have all this stuff, and you have like this, look at this, he murders these kids on Hanukkah, on the first day of Hanukkah. You have also, Zechariah is and we'll read that later, is executed there, but you've got just 3,000, Herod kills 3,000 priests on the Temple Mount on Passover. I mean, he cancels Passover and just kills all these people. You have these horrific things happening on these feast days, and so, why do I think that I can just float on through these feasts and just think everything is going to be hunky-dory, and that I should be able to have all this peace and shalom, and you have that deep joy that doesn't go anywhere no matter what you experience, but to think that nothing should happen, that it should be like this smooth sailing through the feast, I get into that mindset where I think, man, I'm tired of being hammered on the feast. But then when I kind of step back, like I was doing last night, step back and get a big picture and look and see, whoa, his people have always been under attack on feast days. Big things happen on feast days. So why would I think that I'm going to be able to sail through these easily? I'm not. So it's kind of been a wake-up call for me the last couple days to rethink. And I think I saw this when I read it before I'm reading it to you. I read this a couple days ago and went, whoa. That's when it happened. That's why I love the chronological gospels, is because you can actually see when some of these events take place and realize, wow, that was on a feast day. That was near a feast. That was right at that time. It's crazy. Let me read this commentary and then I'm going to go.